DJ school's pretty good, yo. Alright. DJ school, DJ school. Okay, it's time to do it. Fucking finally. Gee. So it takes you 5 days just to write one fucking message? What's up with that? Well, that's a funny fucking thing. We'll get into all of that. Let me know when you guys can hear me and see me and all that jazz. In the meantime, I'll pick my nose or something, and no one will be able to see me do it. Etc, etc. But yeah, cool. Okay, yo, can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? How you guys doing tonight? What is up? What's up, everyone? How you doing? So to preface everything first, I am okay. As in, like, it's nothing life-threatening, and nothing, like, overtly serious. Still have my legs, I still have my pants on, I assume. I can double-check. Anyway, but yeah, no, like, I'm good. Like, I'm okay, all things considered. But I do need to talk about something that has been, like, a pressing issue for a lot of respects. And, yo, welcome everyone joining in. I can't really, like, whatever, blah, 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 but just... And some of you guys already know what I'm going to be talking... Man, DJ School is really short, Jesus Christ. So, to preface everything again, I love this song. To preface everything again here, yo, I'm not going to be able to, like, really... I'm going to try and, like, talk about this going off script kind of thing. Like, I'm going to be off the cuff with it, which means that if I end up not really making sense, or, like, if everything isn't as clear-cut and concise as I would like, then, like, that's unfortunate. Just let me know if you need like, anything, like, just... expanded upon and more, because, yeah, it's all gonna make sense. It's all gonna hopefully, like, just be able to be understood as I go through, because it's a definite concern of mine for everything I'm gonna be talking about right here. And, yeah, that's also why it also means I might not be able to really read you guys' messages here, like, at the moment, or, like, for a little bit. Like, low disk space, well, fuck you too, fuck you too, Mr. Gates. But, yeah, like, I probably won't be able to, like, really read the chat, or, like, really read the messages, real time. I might have, like, go back and, like, read it, or, like, just, leave a comment or something, or, reach out to me later, and then hopefully I'll be able to, like, just, regulate. What the yes, thank you, CL, for the $3. I gotta bring up the Streamlabs thing, but thank you, CL. And, okay, so yeah, just, with all that said, yeah, one, I'm gonna try to explain everything to the best of my abilities, go off script and everything, because if I go on script, then it's gonna be really, really hard for me to talk. I'm better just talking like this. Two, I might not be able to really read you guys' messages real time, but, like, yeah, I'll definitely be able to, like, read ones, like, after the fact, after things all said and done, and go back through and probably read them as well. So, with that said, yeah, let's get into this shit. You guys ready? Okay, so here's what's been going on, and here's my issue. Okay, here's my plight. Here's what's been going on. So, I'm sure I've expressed this in the past, and some of you guys I've talked to in the past and everything like that, I've already, like, know that most likely I have unmedicated, like, severe ADHD. And for those who don't know what ADHD is like, it's, it's that hyperactive, fucking blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? And just, it's a lot of different things, and just, I don't know. I got a comment, actually, recently on, by recently, I mean, just, like, on one of my Your Turn to Die things, right? Like, specifically the 9-hour stream, the one where I fucking played 9 hours, took no breaks, no food, no nothing, right? Just that one, where it's like, I think Kevin had ADHD, and just like, well, that's a feeling that I've thought for, like, a little while. And the thing with that is, like, it's not a good thing, like, just, for me, it's like, holy shit. Here are some things where it's like, it all would make sense if I do, and, like, even if not, like, it's still, like, clear that I have a problem, or just something I need to address, where just, like, Jesus Christ, I need to do something about this before it gets even worse than it already is. One case in point thing is, yo, you guys know the message I said I was trying to write, like, both on Twitter and Discord and everything? That's taken, like, 4+ days to do. I'm still working on it, or, like, it's still, like, a message or something that should only take me, like, 30 minutes to do, right? Like, for most people, like, conceivably, has been taking me, like, what, 5+ days, and, like, I can't even, like, sit down or, like, right, like, I have to go out of my way to, like, drive, like, 20 minutes to, like, this one specific, like, I love this song, by the way, like, this one specific, like, restaurant or something, right? Just to be able to sit down, get myself out of this environment into, like, an element where I can actually focus and, like, conceivably try to, like, write something. And it's kind of stupid, like, just, this shouldn't, like, these simple tasks that shouldn't take so much time and, like, effort, like, become such insurmountable chores just because my brain is built like an idiot, you know? Like, what I'm saying is just, for example, making my bed, doing laundry, brushing my teeth, simple tasks like that will take 8+ hours to do, just because, what the fuck? Like, you know, just things that really shouldn't take that much time, like, I can't do. But, like, things where, like, I'm, like, really invested in it, or just, like, example, like, you know, streaming, or, like, specifically streaming, like, Earth Can Die, I can do that in 9+ hours, no food, no sleep, no nothing. But then, like, if it's something I don't really care about, or just something that doesn't really, like, you know, call, like, what's it called, like, stimulate the mind or anything, make it so just, like, I'm dead asleep. Like, that's the thing, like, when I'm on here with the stream adrenaline, or, like, you know, I can talk to you guys back and forth, I am, you know, like, just, like, all energy, 100%, but when I'm not on stream, I'm literally just dead asleep, dead tired, I can't do anything. I'm either 100% or nothing. Struck by the Rain, or, like, whatever it's called, Karate Man, good music. But, let me show you guys quickly. This is where I sleep at the moment, like, and, yeah, let me just show you my bed right now, and I'll show you guys, check this out. I've been sleeping on that piece of shit. What the fuck is that, right? Like, I can't fucking clean it, like, like, in the back of my head, right? In the back of my head, I gotta clean this thing. But I can't physically get up and, like, move the covers or, like, move any of that shit. I'll just get up on this, just like this, I'll fucking fall asleep, and then I can't do anything. Like, what the fuck, right? Why can't I fucking fix it? Why can't I clean it? Why does it take, like, a week to fix it, and then, like, all of a sudden the next day it's just done, it's just, you know, it's back to the way it was, and then it's just a fucking stupid fucking cycle. It's ridiculous! And if you can't tell, yeah, I'm not a big fan. But, like, holy shit, you know, like, and that's just, like, one of, like, multiple different things. And it's, like, it's a long-stemming issue. Like, it's been affecting, like, my life all the way up to this point, you know? Like, just a lot of squandered opportunities, a lot of wasted everything. And just, like, it's not just, like, not to, like, you know, mention just, like, making videos in general. Just in, like, just, yeah, in general, what the fuck? Like, this problem, like, you know, it stems from within. It just, it's fucking... There's a lot of things that I want to do in this life, you know? Like, there's a lot of things I want to do, and just, like, I'm an ambitious person, and a productive person, stuck with a mind and a body that are completely, like, they just do not compute whatsoever, you know? That's one of the worst fucking things. That's one of the worst things where it's just, like, you have, like, this potential that you want to reach, right? Like, you have everything, the capacity to do, like, you know, really good shit, right? But just, you physically can't. Like, I'm a perfectionist writer who, like, can barely write because my brain and, like, everything just, like, the fucking just, is just ridiculous. It's stupid. And, like, it's just so many things like that. Like, I feel like you guys know George R.R. Martin, the Game of Thrones writer? It's like, I'm like George R.R. Martin, except, you know, I didn't make a successful, disappointing TV show, and, you know, but still have the fondness for titties and dragons. Just, man, George R.R. Martin can get more shit done than me. That's how it feels like sometimes. And it's not like a thing, too, where, like, you know, because I've talked about this to, like, a lot of people, and a lot of times people will think it's just, like, I'm lacking motivation, or that, like, I need a break, or I'm feeling burnt out. That is completely not the case whatsoever. Like, the problem here is that I have taken more breaks than I, like, reasonably should. If I was, like, working for someone, like, if I was, like, at a job, like, this would be equivalent to, like, one of your employees, like, you know, working only, like, 1 hour of, like, the 8 hours they're supposed to be there. That's the funny thing, though, too, where it's, like, if I have a strict deadline, or if I'm working for a friend or someone that I don't want to let down, I will be all on that, like, for example, any of my big projects, right, where just, like, I really get going, and that's all I'm going to be focusing on for, like, the next couple of days where I'm doing it. Fucking, you got, like, projects, like, take, like, one of the Meet the Characters videos, right? Like, it takes, like, you know, what, like, 8 months to do one? But, like, the amount of time I'm actually working on in that 8 months is, like, I could get that done literally in, like, 3 days if I were to work like a normal person, you know? That's fucking stupid. And the thing, too, with, like, for example, making videos or just, like, being productive or doing stuff, it's like, so, I have all the free time in the world, you know? Like, take some of my friends, for example. Like, take Weeby News. Weeby News has a, you know, real-time job, everything like that, and Weeby is still able to get, like, a video done, like, a week, and stream, and everything like that, you know? Like, take Blaze as well. Blaze has been killing it with, like, you know, getting videos out, you know? Like, a video, like, every 3 days, basically. But for me, it's like, even for, like, 1 week, I can barely, like, as someone with, like, all the free time in the world, I should not be only working on, like, a video, or, like, actually getting something, like, done. Like, I should not only be, like, spending time working on things that I want to do for, like, 10 minutes at a time, and then spending the rest of my time, what? Eating, sleeping, shitting, etc., right? Like, It's ridiculous. And again, it's not a lack of motivation. I have all the motivation. It's the inability to, like, regulate my energy and regulate, like, you know, my brain to focus and do the things that I need to get to the point where I can actually, like, you know, conceivably get the things that I want to do done. And it's stupid. And it's like, there are means to do so, but I'm not going to be able to do it in the conventional sense. Like, that's the, like, unfortunate thing where it's like, and that's probably, like, one of the starting things where it's like, if I'm going to get this, like, regulate and deal with this, I'm gonna have to stop trying to act like a normal, quote-unquote, person, or, like, try to go about things that, like, the normal way, you know? Like, I definitely don't think, like, in the conventional sense, I definitely will just need a lot of extra help in, like, whatever respect. Whether it means I need to get editors just to do a simple, like, clip show, whether it mean, like, because fucking money doesn't mean anything to me, you know? Like, fuck the money. I don't care, like, I don't care about the money. I'll pay people, and, like, as much as, like, fuck it, you know? Just fucking everyone take the money. You guys want free money? I'll give you free money. Give my fucking wallet. You know, like, I'll pay you guys in pennies. I'll pay you guys in fucking pennies. But, like, you know, like, Jesus Christ. I hate that, like, just, I don't know. Well, there's a will, there's a way, you know? Like, I'm not gonna be able to, like, do things like a normal, like, just how other people can, like, normally do it. Like, if I need, like, 10 fucking different editors just to get, like, one video off the ground or something, I'll find the ways to do it, but, like, just, yeah, like, that's what it feels like I gotta do at this point, you know, or just something, because, like, I've been running off the idea that I need to be self-reliant, you know, like, that's sort of, like, the idea that's sort of been, like, drilled in my brain as, like, what you should do, or, like, what you should, like, strive to be like, but, unfortunately, it feels like in my nature, like, the way that I am naturally, I probably can't necessarily be self-reliant. Like, I have to sort of, like, be babied by, like, other people telling me, you need to do this, you need to, yeah, like, I would actually probably be really good in the army, because, like, yeah, I'm good at taking directions from other people, kind of thing. Like, I actually really, really am. That's why it's like, that's the only way I can actually get shit done, you know what I mean?
For money.
Money! Thank you for the $5, Apple Ray. You're so awesome. Get back. You made it this far. The HD means you realize your potential so well. You're so admirable, man. Thank you, Apple Ray. Thank you very much, yo. Also good to see you. On that fact, too, like, here's the thing where it's like, when it comes to fucking working with ADHD, like, it's a two-way street. Like, I've come pretty far. Like, I'm amazed I've gotten decently far, I guess, despite the fact that, holy shit, you know, I can barely get anything done. But it's also, in the other sense, too, really, really, really disheartening, because, like, it feels like if I didn't have to deal with all this shit, right, like, who knows where I'd be right now, you know, like, just, it's just one of those things, too, where, like, I have so many people who, like, really care and support me. People would kill to be able to have, like, even have what I have right now, you know what I mean? Just, like, it sucks, because, like, it feels like I'm squandering so much. I'm squandering what I've, like, gotten so far, and I'm squandering, like, everyone's support. Like, there are people who have sent me, like, lots of, like, really nice heartfelt messages, make fan art for me, like, all this shit, and, like, I can't even, like, just tell them thank you sometimes. Or I can't even just, like, you know, respond to them in their DMs, and I feel like a fucking piece of shit for not doing so, and it's just, like, it's something I can't help, but, like, just because it's something I can't help doesn't mean I shouldn't, like, still can't, like, you know, figure out a way to, like, you know, just overcome it, right? I mean, that's kind of what we're doing right now, but, like, that's the thing, we're just, like, yeah, like, just, I have messages from people who, like, you know, have sent me, like, you know, love and support and shit from, like, March or something, right? Like, fucking March! Like, oh! The voice is getting all, like, oh! You know? But, like, a message from, like, fucking March or something, and just, like, I haven't responded to them yet, and then, like, in the back of my mind, even, like, every single day, it's just, like, respond to them, 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 you know, they deserve it, you know, like, all that shit, and just, I can't, because, you know, sitting down for 10 minutes a day just to write one paragraph, just, it's hard for my own brain to regulate that, or just, like, actually do it, and just, like, it just builds up to the point where, like, now everything, like, is just crushing down on you. It feels like you got, like, 20-ton weights, and you're gonna drag them across half, like, you know, the entire city, or something, you know? And it's just, you gotta do it one step at a time, or something, just, like, you know, like, you're playing life on hard mode, you know? Like, it's so difficult to try and, like, even just, like, get a simple schedule going. No, I mean, even to say, like, trying to just get, like, a proper schedule, or, like, proper planning going, it's fucking impossible, yo. Like, shoutouts to all of, like, the get motivated planners, or, like, organized planners, like, you know, that I've, like, abandoned over the years. You guys know, like, those sticky notes, right? That I try, like, you guys remember the sticky note era where I had, like, try to have, like, sticky notes all over the place? That's done. That's not, you know, that's not going on anymore. Like, man, just so many things that, like, I've tried to do, and just, like, have not been able to follow up on just because, you know, of my own shortcomings that, like, yeah, I need to just find a means to be able to, because, I don't know, man, I hate how there's no proper middle ground with me. There's no perfect balance because Thanos is dead, you know? Like, it's only 0 or 100. Either I'm dead asleep, dead, just fucking dead, brain dead, just a fucking vegetable, or I'm like this, you know, I'm like, just, you know, just all over the place. And I think ideally I will, like, you know, be like this more often. If I need to fucking be live 24/7 just to be able to write one paragraph or something, I might just have to do that. Because holy shit, it's so ridiculous. And yeah, for people who don't have ADHD or don't know what it's like, and again, like, I can't really say that I have it for sure just because I'm not properly diagnosed, or like, but like, it's like, I'm almost like 90% convinced that I do. And it's like, but still, that's why I can't really say succinctly and concretely with like proper authority that, you know, it is. But like, regardless if I do or not, I do have a clear-cut fucking problem, and I need to find a means to, like, you know, deal with it, or just like find some ways to just make it so that I can actually start doing stuff. And it's like, the thing with it too is I've become like, just, it's really affected and, you know, kind of destroyed my life. And it's very detrimental. Like, not like you can destroy a life in a non-detrimental sense, but you know what I'm saying? We're just like, man, just my inability to, you know, regulate myself, my inability to be disciplined. It's like, I'm super unhealthy right now. I've like squandered so many opportunities, so many like friendships, so many things, so many connections. Like, you know, you can't get caught up in the what ifs, but just like, I think about like all the people who have like come and gone, and it's like, maybe they would have stayed if, like, you know, I didn't squander all the time that I got. I don't want to, like, this is why I'm trying to deal with this right now. Just like, I'm finally at my breaking point. Just like, if I don't start doing something, like, if I don't start doing something about this, I'm gonna waste my fucking life, you know? Like, the way that I've been going about, like, especially like recently, like, where I literally just, you know, either goof off, just play games, eat, sleep, shit well, all that, just, and not talk to anyone, not do anything. That's not living, dude. That ain't living. Like, fucking YOLO, man. You gotta live. Yeah, I only live once. You gotta live. Just, I'm really just not satisfied where I'm at right now, and just all the faults are like on me, and like the what I've been dealing with, basically, you know, and just like, it's just, man, I just hate how, like, a lot of times it also feels like too, we're just like, well, okay, first off, before I get onto this point, it's like, yeah, I need to find a means to just finally start, you know, living the life that I want to, and then two, it's like, it definitely sucks where it's also like, it feels like you have to fight your own nature a lot of times, you know what I mean? Like, just, am I naturally, like, it's not like, naturally gonna be, like, you know, indisposed, is it just, like, going forward, do I have to always just sort of, like, because before I get, like, potentially meds or anything, like, just, like, the way that I've been, like, going about this is just, like, it feels like, to actually, like, conceivably do what I want to do, I have to, like, always be in duress, or, like, always be sort of, you know, oh, what the fuck? Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs, thank you for the $5 quad. Yo, man, I'm saying you're awesome. Glad you seem to be taking initiative talking about it. If you ever need help, guys, I got you. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Yeah, and again, I'll read your guys' messages and, like, everything, because it's hard. Like, if I start reading messages right here, I'm gonna fucking get distracted. Dude, before I keep going with this too now, oh my god, it's starting. Okay, but yeah, like, guys, driving is one of the worst things with me. Like, I don't know if it's, like, consistent with everyone with ADHD, but holy shit. Driving, especially in fucking Jersey? I mean, Jesus Christ, like, driving where it's, like, you have to, your attention needs to be, like, to everything on the road. You get, like, you see the cars coming at you. You see, like, you know, all the different fucking bright lights. You see all the different signs. And, like, while you're trying to, like, handle the road and also try to not get hit by crazy Jersey drivers, driving's the worst. I hate it. Don't drive in Jersey, folks. But, what were we talking about before? Yeah, yeah, just fighting my own, like, I hate how a lot of times it kind of feels like if I want to, like, just, you know, live the life that I want, or just, like, fucking anything like that, I have to, like, constantly always feel like I'm under duress, or just, like, always be out of my comfort zone. You know, just, like, I have to be out of my comfort zone, like, 100% of the time, just to be able to thrive and do things at the same level as, like, other people, right? Like, I don't like how, like, as another general thing, I hate how it feels like for simple tasks, or even just, like, any task, really, I have to put in, like, 10 times or 5 times the amount of effort as, like, a regular person, to, like, just be able to do, you know, barely even half of, like, what they can do, like, normal, you know? And that's just something I gotta deal with, obviously, and just, again, even if you can't do it in the normal way, you'll find a way, you can find a way to do it otherwise. That's just currently the move, just, I gotta find a way to do it, and figure things out. And I like this song as well, it's kind of funny. And, let me see. Okay, I'm starting to run out of things off the top of my head, but it's a good thing. Yeah, like, okay, I can actually talk about this right now, too. So, let me know if any of you guys also feel the same way or do the same thing, but for me, when it comes to writing, I can actually talk about this. So, when I write, when it comes to, like, writing scripts, or even just, like, for example, like, yeah, like, writing long, important fucking messages, what happens is, I cannot start the beginning or the end. The beginning and the end are the things I always end up doing the last. So, I start somewhere in the middle, right? And then I either start somewhere in the middle, and I write, like, a bunch of fragmented fucking sentences, like, excuse me, like, I don't know if you guys can really see, camera sucks, but, like I write a bunch of fucking fragmented sentences, and then try to, like, you know, make something out of it, because, Jesus Christ, trying to write one single flowing narrative, like, one linear paragraph, as I try to do it, I immediately lose focus, and, like, it makes it impossible. Nice song. But, like, just, whenever I try to sit down and write one paragraph, suddenly I'm, like, bombarded with what feels like 10 different conversations happening at once, right? Like, you're trying to watch TV, or what's it called, like, fucking, yeah, you're trying to write, and then, like, someone is, like, you know, changing the channel constantly on, like, 4 different TVs, like, all around in the same room as you, like, just, and that's my biggest fear as well, and also, well, one of my biggest fears, and also why I guess I'm kind of a bit of a perfectionist, too, like, perfectionism and ADHD together are, like, a really bad combination, because it's, like, as a perfectionist, you want things to be as, like, clear, just as perfect as possible, obviously, and then with ADHD, it's, like, it's hard for you to even, like, you know, get going a lot of times, because, you know, you're fucking thinking everything, like, you know, it's just, like, distracted, like, all different ways. So, when you're trying to write, for example, right, like, when you can barely write with ADHD, and then, like, you know, what you're writing is, like, fucking shitty, because, you know, like, you can barely, you know, conceivably, you know, create a paragraph as you're trying to talk about it. Your fucking perfectionist part of you, too, is like, you know, this sucks, you're stupid, no, this has to be perfect, so just, like, it's a bad combination, and, you know, just, like, it's, like, as you're writing it, or as you're saying it, like, it even applies right now, to me, like, it feels like what I'm saying isn't as good or as concise as it can be, and people are gonna, you know, think of it as, like, the wrong way, or it's, like, gonna come across in the wrong way, or people are gonna get, like, the wrong thing from it than what you're trying to express, and yeah, it's just not a good time. Like, a lot of times too, when I'm trying to, like, explain HD to people, or, like, you know, what's bothering me, it's like, is the issue coming from myself not being able to explain it properly, or is it coming from people just not really understanding the subject matter that well? Because even, like, doctors and everyone, like, not everyone's, like, super 100% on, like, the context, but things like that. When it comes to also trying to get medication, or, like, things like that, unfortunately, like, that's something I gotta start taking responsibility for myself, to be able to, like, you know, take the means to finally start, you know, getting it myself, probably. Because I've been purely unmedicated for, like, all my life and all that shit. Problem was, like, with, like, you know, asking my parents for it, too, is, like, my parents are the types who are, like, medication, I sleep. Ancient Chinese secret, that's my dog, you know? Like, that kind of thing. Like, they're the types where, and I guess it's just, like, you know, boomers in general, right? Where it's just, like, you try to, for example, like, you have, like, an easily disprovable myth, right? And this myth is, like, you can, like, easily just Google it and, you know, like, you know, see what the actual truth is or something. Give an example, how when you have, like, a shirt, or where it's, like, well, okay, when it comes to, like, bundling up for the cold, because, like, if you don't bundle up, you're gonna get sick. I believe it's been disproven and all that jazz, that, like, if you don't bundle up, like, you'll be fine, because the cold will actually, like, you know, keep the bacteria inert or something like that. But just, like, bottom line, yeah, just, like, there's an easily disproven, you know, thing for the myth. Will my parents believe the myth, or will they believe in the thing that's disproven it? They'll believe in the myth instead, because, you know, that's how they do. What's that? You know, get medication for your nosebleeds? No. Take these ancient Chinese herbs and spices, and, yeah, you'll be all good. You won't have, whatchamacallit ever again. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? It's just, god damn it. Like, again, I don't want to just put all my blame on my parents, or just, like, other people, because that's kind of an irresponsible thing to do, but just, wow, quag! Michael P. The fact you're so brave to admit makes me feel so happy. You also have ADHD. Big mess as well, and nonsense. Stay cool, my friend. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Yeah, like, whatchamacallit. And, yeah, just anyone else who can definitely, like, relate to this, or has, like, any of these things, I hope you guys can all, like, hang in there as well, because, like, for me, a fallacy that I've kind of, like, run my life on a lot of times, it feels like, is feeling that, like, trying to kind of, like, hide, or we're talking about, like, this deep shit, right? This fucking, like, serious deep shit or whatever, and we just got the most whimsical fucking rhythm-heavy music going. Funny how that works, right? But anyway, yeah, just, I definitely run off the fallacy throughout my life, where it's, like, you know, these things that you have, like, because there's a lot of different things, like, yeah, I definitely have, like, ADHD to a point, I'm somewhere on the autistic spectrum. Like, just, it's been a long time since, like, I've been, like, diagnosed with all that shit. Had to get, like, 5 different therapists and shit, but, like, just, that's just something that, like, I've kind of just, like, kept down, and just, like, I have a bunch of fucking KGO encyclopedia shit that I've been through, man. But, like, just, I don't know, just, I've run off the fallacy thinking that, like, and it's the kind of thing that, you know, fucking people will tell you to do, society, all them shit, just like, you know, if you want to be loved, if you want to be something, you have to be perfect, you know? You can't have anything, you can't show that you got anything, and it's just like, no wonder I have identity issues, no wonder why I have imposter syndrome, oh, now it all makes sense, something like that, right? And it's just like, yeah, no, it's like, it's much better to, like, identify with it, and just like, because I guess it's like, it's two things, like, one, then you can also kind of, like, help other people out in, like, kind of like a roundabout way who also have, like, the same issues as you. And the thing is, too, like, nobody's perfect, too, and, like, everyone has something, and, like, yeah, just the more, like, quote-unquote perfect you are, like, the harder it is to actually relate to you, right? I'm no Mary Sue. I mean, definitely not at all. But I am Gothic, right? A bunch of shit like that. And, just, man, what were we talking about before? Like, this is me, too, also just, like, forgetting, just, I mean, you guys have seen them all the time, right? Where it's, like, I mean, take my editing streams, right? You guys have seen my struggle. You guys have seen my pain trying to do that shit. Where just like, you see fucking raw, uncut, just like, you know, KGO in his environment attempting to, you know, read and write at a 3rd grade level. Where it's like, you see me all the time. Where just like, I'm like, where was I? What was I doing? Forgetting, like, things 10 seconds after I said I was gonna do something. And just everything like that, like, constantly going from one tangent to another. And then you also have, like, YouTube comments who are like, stop going off on tangents. What's wrong with you? You have ADHD or something? Yes, I do. What do you get? Right? Like, yes, I do. You know? It's not something I can help. What the fuck? You know? Like, I can't help what I am. It's like, I guess, or something, right? And, I don't know, it's like, it's just, it's probably better to identify with it rather, like, it's not something to, like, how'd I say it? Like, fix it would be the wrong word, right? It's more so just try and, like, cope with, right? Because you can't fix it, you're always gonna have it, probably, or just something like that. Just gotta find means to do it, and then, like, if people complain that, like, you're weird, or, like, you got, like, issues or something, just, like, well, fuck those people. But, yeah, just a bunch of shit like that. And, whatchamacallit, I will say I do hate the, it is what it is kind of thing, like, just whenever people just are like, it is what it is, just like, I don't know. I do prefer when just people are, like, more understanding and shit than, like, whatever, blah, 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 but regardless, that's just whole different barrel of worms. I don't know what we're talking about right now. We're just kind of just talking about, we're kind of rambling at this point. Let's try to get back on some, like, you know, like, cohesive, fucking topic, something. But yeah, just, as you guys can see, I'm scatterbrained and everything. I forget everything, and yeah, just, if it doesn't capture my interests, it's just, it's hard to regulate anything. Just, how much do I need to, like, trick my brain just to work like a normal fucking human? It's kind of ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? And, like, yeah, just, I say basically all that stuff. Let me see if I got anything from, like, my fractured sentences and more. But, yeah, just, okay, yeah, just, the fact that I always feel like everything is out of my control, I need to, like, and that, like, I'm not in control of my own life, that needs to change. That needs to change. That needs to change. And again, even if I need to get, like, fucking babysat or something just to get shit going, if I need to get, like, fucking Pavlonian shock collared or some shit, we're not getting to that, we're not getting to that point. But you know what I'm saying? Just, like, something. I need something. Just something. I love this song, by the way. Remember we were crying on stream? This is a song we're playing. We gotta play this song more. Let me see. Yeah, just, man, thinking about, like, things where, like, I could, like, just, if I don't have to deal with this shit, I mean, maybe we, like, man, there are some like, some people are, like, for example, like, take people like Scott the Woz, or, like, Doug, or just, like, think of your favorite, like, you know, entertaining YouTubers or something. Just, a lot of times it feels like they're doing stuff that I wish I could be doing, but just, like, and I could probably do that stuff. It's just that, again, anything that involves writing or planning or anything is just, like, my brain just shuts down, and it's like, man, like, who's to say that they, you know, well, and before anyone, or, like, I have a feeling there's probably someone out there, and I probably shouldn't think this way, but just, like, there's probably someone out there who's all like, well, you know, probably other people have this, that, too, so, you know, you can't complain about your thing, you know, giving you issues when other people also, like, you know, it's like, just because, you know, one person has these kind of issues, that this person doesn't mean that everyone's issues are valid, you know? Like, just because, you know, like, you know, it's not a fucking competition, you know? Do you guys get what I'm saying? We're just like, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore at this point too, but just bottom line, just like, yeah, like everyone has their own issues, and my issues are evidently giving me issues of like, trying to, do things that I want to do. So I would like to try and like, again, just as I've been saying, regulate that shit and find means and just get help and be able to like, do it. Because again, I don't care about fucking money. All I want to do, thank you, Irene, for subscribing. Like, I don't care about the fucking money, man. At this point, I'm willing to hire as many editors as possible as need be, just so I can fucking get a video off the ground. Like, daily videos would be fucking awesome. I want to be able to do more. It's just, I'm limited by something that I just cannot fucking control. Or, just, I would like to try and control, I guess. But just at the moment, I'm just not able to control. Just, I would like to be able to at least just, overcome this fucking obstacle, overcome this, like, fucking hill, this something or other that's just causing nothing but troubles. Nothing but trouble. It's ridiculous. It makes me feel like I'm stuck in a rut, and yeah, just like, I have all of my friends, right? Like, I know a lot of really awesome people who, like, they're amazing at, like, video editing, or they're amazing at, like, being voice actors and stuff, and I don't want to get left behind, like, I don't want to squander my potential, or just anything like that, until it's too late kind of thing, like, for example, like, there's a lot of, like, roles that I would love to be, like, more of a voice actor. I would love to be able to do more in just the field of voice acting. This is one indie game that is, like, really awesome that I want to make more videos for, to, like, help, to help, whatchamacallit, just to help give more exposure, and, like, also make, like, a demo reel, or just, like, maybe even be, like, a fucking, voice actor in that game, if able, like, just a bunch of stuff like that. I would love to be able to do it. It's just that, again, just everything mixed together is just, ugh, like, just trying to force myself down is like the hardest thing ever, and it shouldn't be. It really, really shouldn't be. Like, one of the things that's been holding me back trying to begin more into voice acting is actually, yeah, trying to make like a demo reel and stuff. It's like I can like figure out and know how to do it for sure. It's just, again, just regulating ADHD plus perfectionism. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good whatsoever. For those of you who are joining late and maybe whatchamacallit, maybe a little confused, I'm sure maybe some people in the chat have been explaining things so they're not super lost and everything like that. Feel free to rewatch this VOD if need be. Like, after it's done, I'll definitely, like, keep it up. But basically, just I'm talking about how ADHD and perfectionism, or primarily ADHD, I guess, is like kind of destroying my life a little bit, and has been for like the past all these years I've been on this shitty space rock. And yeah, just I would like to be able to fix it and make it so that I can actually, 1, make videos for y'all, 2, have fun in life, and 3. Well, yeah, just fucking start living. Just start doing stuff rather than just, like, being a goddamn couch potato, being the equivalent of fucking Homer Simpson's persona or something out here, I just need to, man, it may seem ideal, guys, right? I mean, everyone who's been through quarantine now and, like, had to be stuck at home, like, can understand this as well, but I was fucking living like that, like, for, like, all my years, like, Jesus Christ, I need to just, and quarantine really hit me hard, obviously, like, I mean, it hit everyone hard, but just, like, in terms of just, like, getting out of that rut now, too, I mean, like, fucking hell, I gained, like, 40 pounds, I'm more unhealthy, more, like, I guess you could say lazy, but just, like, man, it enhanced all of my vices, it enhanced all the issues that I've been expressing at the moment, and just, man, here's the thing, too, this is one of my biggest fears of, like, expressing this, too, because I have a feeling that, like, my fear of just talking about this stuff and just bringing up publicly is that, like, because I know when it comes to, like, business partners or just things like that, like, no one wants to associate with someone who's flaky or someone who is unreliable. And I hate that what I have does make me very unreliable. Again, it's hard for me to respond to people's messages. It's hard for me to plan things. It's hard for me to do, like, just anything and just function in, like, normal human society and shit. And again, it's like, we got this happy fucking ABC music, and then just, like, I'm talking about this shit, like, man, like, again, it's two things, too, where it's, like, you can, like, what sucks, too, is, like, when you can have, like, the motor functions, right, you have the mental capacity to be able to understand how to deal with a lot of these issues that are plaguing you, and deal with a lot of the stuff that, like, know how to avoid a lot of the potential bad situations that you can, like, end up, like, getting yourself into by, like, working or doing stuff like that or all that jazz, but you still end up falling into those scenarios, or still end up squandering and, like, being lazy or being whatever, because, again, your brain and your body just, are naturally like that, and just, they have this fucking vice grip over your own, like, You know, again, it makes you feel like you're not in control. And it's just like, what the fuck, dude? It's bad. It's not good. Thank you, Raku. Yeah, like, man. Let me just go through a couple more things here. Let me see here. Yeah, like, again, I've talked about this before where it's like, again, just if people are thinking that, again, I need a break or if I'm like burnt out or like, you know, need to take a vacation or something, again, it's like, it's not, I don't need to take as long as I need or take a break or go at my own pace. Like, those are not, that's not what it is at all. It's me having a motivation, but not being able to do it because, again, my own brain and everything just, you know, wants to self-sabotage, basically, just wants to see me fail, you know? And it's like, ugh. Yeah, it makes me feel like I let everything down, like everyone down, and like, man, the amount of things that like I've promised to people, for example, or like have been trying to do, but just like end up not doing because like, again, I'm prone to this kind of, I'm prone to these unfortunate things, whatever. It's just bad, you know, like meet the characters for like a lot of different things, just a lot of different things I want to do. Like I wanted to do a cool stream thing this week, but just, again, it's just so hard to just get things properly going. Why can't I be in control of myself? Why? It's not good, etc., etc. Yeah, it's definitely been the worst that it's ever been at the moment, and I'll try and find a means. Like, now that I'm also talking about this right here, maybe it'll actually make it easier to write the messages that I've been meaning to like, for my, like, kind of like public formal address, right? Both on Discord and Twitter, for people who may not be able to come to this live stream, because one, it's, like, really late in the night, and two, I mean, hey, maybe they just don't fucking care, but hey, you know, it's how it goes. Like, a bunch of things like that. Yeah, like, and before it ends up happening, because I know it's probably gonna go this way, if anyone sends me like a nice message, or like anyone sends me you know, just like a heartfelt something or other after this stream, or like has done so during the stream, I really appreciate it. Thank you, yo. And it's just, I'm saying this now because I know how it's gonna go with me and my stupid brain, and it's something I'm trying to fix, where it's just like, I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna like it, and then I'm gonna put it off and not respond to it for until like 3 months later. Because yeah, it's fucking ridiculous at this point. And yeah, it's just, I gotta fix it, man. This rabbit hole I'm going down, it's not good. It's really not good. Like, I know this happens as like another general thing too. Like, what happens, for example, like, if I need to go to sleep, all I have to do is put on a YouTube video. It'll shut my brain off, and then like I'll be able to fall asleep. But if I don't have like any like YouTube video, like it's just like dead silence, like my brain just goes like a mile a minute, man. Like I'd be like thinking, like, I'm super creative and I'm super like I think of all my like my best quips and best stuff in general whenever I'm like, one, driving. Not good to do that, by the way, but like that just ends up happening like that. Driving, or like, for example, yeah, just like everything shut off and like on my bed just trying to sleep, but then all of a sudden I'm thinking about like, you know, 10 different ways for my like fucking characters for like an original story I'm making, right? As like, you know, how their like, you know, plot could go, or like if I'm in the shower or something, just like it feels like I either have to like fucking lock myself in a goddamn escape room, or, you know, treat it like it's the goddamn SATs again, just to be able to, you know, think or put some words to paper. It's dumb. It's not good. You have too many thoughts just like running through your mind. All the things she said. And yeah, just my brain jumps from one idea to another. It's like I'm having 4 conversations at once. I mean, again, for those who may not have known before, like, I don't know. I might have probably been able to prove it at the very least during the stream right here, because, like, Jesus Christ. Has anything I've said been legible? Like, there's definitely, like, I know obviously there have, but, like, Jesus Christ, there's been so many times where just, like, I'm going from one idea to another, and then, like, back to this idea again, and it's, why can't my brain just, like, focus on one thing without having feeling the need to jump to another thing, you know? That's what makes me probably, like, a pretty good editor, too, right? Just the fact that I can't focus. So just, like, and, well, that's the thing, too, where, like, you know, like, again, simple edits for fucking, like, it just, I don't know, just anything, man. Anything. Just, just, my brain goes, like, on autopilot a lot. Like, I'm always, like, kind of, like, autonomous. I need to, like, kind of find a way to, like, always be, like, consciously, specifically directed. Like, I don't know. How many of you guys feel like you're ever, like, in, like, a passive sort of state, and you have to, like, force yourself, you have to, like, switch those gears, turn on a switch to be able to be, like, kind of go into, like, the mode that you want, or just, like, a productive sort of mode, because it kind of feels like that sometimes for me, too, or, like, yeah, give me case in point right here, right? Like, I press, like, exactly, like, I press the start streaming button, and then now all of a sudden I'm, like, all like this, whereas before I'm just so, like, like that, you know? And it's kind of crazy. But yeah, just anything else I really need to say? Because I've said everything I basically said, like, you know, said in my fractured whatchamacallits, maybe. Maybe. Ability to explain myself, knock myself in the SATs, yep, yep, yep. I talked about the titties and the dragons, yep, yep, yep. Yeah, okay, I basically said more or less everything I wanted to say, like, just that I've written down and more, like, again, if, I don't know, I might think of something later, I can obviously put in, like, the writing portion of the other thing, but, yeah, I think I'm basically good to go. I think I've basically said everything I need to. Which then, yeah, just, again, it's unfortunate that, like, I kind of have to force myself to do this, too, because, again, trying to just sit down and write for it was not working at all. It was really, really bad. You know? Just, man. Just, I just want to express once more time again, too, just, like, man, we've had so many times where, like, we could have, like, really grown as a channel, for example, or, like, really just, like, had, like, all these opportunities and stuff, and just, like, again, my inability to just be able to do it on my own has just, man, it sucks. I want to be able to just regulate it all and just be good. Making video like that is a fast journal, right on, Dottie. Yeah, like, I'll say this too, I've actually wanted to do a lot more, like, sort of, like, live action or just talking to the camera kind of things like that. And one thing that I've always sort of, like, tried to stop myself from doing is a lot of that because of the way that I fucking talk like this. Like, when I'm, like, just, like, going at it, it's a lot of, like, not very structured, just kind of just, like, all over the place kind of stuff. And I know people will complain. I know a lot of people have issues with that. You know? Like, just, again, it's something I can't help. So it's like, what do you want from me, you know? Like, I don't know. It's like I've been wanting to sort of, like, be able to, like, identify one way, like, you know, try to be, like, very concise, very articulate, and I can conceivably do that, I guess, like, if need be, but just, or, I guess the idea is, like, wouldn't it be nice if you could, like, excel in a specific field that you want to excel in, and not have to still cater to, like, the specific rules and regulations that are sort of tied towards it. So, like, for example, if it is, yeah, like, you know, vlog, and you're talking to the camera, like, you need to, you know, follow specific regulations to be able to, like, or just, you know, follow in line with that sort of thing. Or, like, for example, it's voice acting, right? You have to make sure that you speak clearly, concisely. You can't, like, you know, you have to have proper diction. You have to, you know, speak slow, like, you know, slowly, you know, so people can understand every single word you're saying. Just, I don't know. Is it that I'm not confident enough to think that I would be able to, like, you know, still be able to excel, even if, like, you know, despite, like, my obvious something or other? Maybe it's something like that. Maybe it's something like that. But anyway. Okay, yeah, no, I'm basically good to go, guys. I've expressed everything I really needed to, and yeah, just, I guess the TLDR for it, too, is just that, yeah, just, I've been dealing with a lot of ADHD-related issues, perfectionist issues, there's a lot of things that, you know, are, making it hard to, one, just, like, go through life, two, yeah, just, like, you know, yeah, just, like, you know, do videos and just everything like that in general. I need help. I will find means to, like, you know, go about that, whether it means I'm going to be hiring 10 different editors just to do a few things, or also just, like, means to just, yeah, just, you know, get out of this rut that I'm in, and, yeah, just hopefully going forward be able to, you know, be successful to the point that I would like to be able to be successful at, you know? And it is all, like, a matter of perspective, everything like that, too. But just, you know what I'm saying, just, like, just, you know, meet the potential that I want to be at. Because I'm not there yet at all. I'm, like, I always feel like I'm not hitting my potential because of these things. Just, you know, finally be satisfied and not have to, you know, deal with, like, these things just, like, constantly, like, clouding my fucking memory, basically. More or less. But, yeah. And, again, guys, it's not a whole thing about taking my time. Because I've been taking my, like, the time that I, like, the pace that I'm going at, the time that I've been, like, you know, taking, right? It's all been squandered. Like, I basically, like, I can't go about things the way that I have. I need to change things, because otherwise it's gonna, like, continue, and we're gonna just, like, we're doomed to fail, is what I'm saying, you know? So, like, it's not taking my time. It's not about taking breaks. It's not about taking a vacation or being burnt out. Those are not the things to zero in on. It's me, and it's not having the motivation. It's not none of that. It's having the motivation, not being able to do things in the conventional sense, and we gotta find ways to do it you know, despite the problems about, you know, with, like, going about it normally. So that's what it is. And yeah, thank you guys for hearing me out. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a good night. Have a good time zone wherever you're at. And yeah, just understand you guys' problems are all valid too. People will all be here to, like, you know, listen to you as well. Just, you know, Purple Side, thank you for subscribing. Like, we'll all be able to find means to, like, you know, deal with what we're going through. And just do what we want to fucking do, you know? Just, that's the ideal. That's the goal. And it's definitely an achievable one. So yeah. With all that said, yeah, thanks guys for coming out. Have a good rest of your time, and I'll catch you later. Praise Botson and all that shit or some shit, I don't know. But yeah, thanks guys, have a good one, and I'll hopefully, again, get the fucking thing done, my message done tonight or tomorrow or something. Let's say tonight, please, goddammit, don't stop putting it off tomorrow. Do it tonight, and yeah, just have the written address and just tell you guys on Twitter, Discord, and yeah, just hopefully have something to tell you guys and be able to transparent, just tell you guys, yo, what's up, let's fucking, you know, just go, let's do shit, so yeah. Yeah. With that said, yeah, peace out, guys. Have a good one. And I'll catch you later. Thank you again for your support. And let's just do better, you know? Let's just try to keep going on the up and up. So yeah. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. And have an Ibuki Miota. Have a pixelated, blurry Ibuki Miota for your, for the rest of your days. There you go. Peace out, everyone.